Okay, so hello once again, guys. Right then. So after moving my car, it does appear that things are kind of weird. Like I'm using the new DS storage software, and it doesn't seem like the first 10 minutes is recorded. It's recorded 9 minutes before this, which is 50 gigabytes, which is insane. But this, I've downloaded a new codec, so hopefully this new codec will hopefully work. So, this episode's going to be weird, but basically, we won a battle down here, and we won battles over here, and yeah, okay. So, we just won this, by the way. I'm hoping that this will improve things. Right then, so we've seen battle here then. Right, that's okay. Only a few losses for a relatively new army. We don't really have any cavalry, which we could do with. But yes, I don't believe it recorded the first one, but basically, I've ordered a new keyboard and mouse and a new microphone, a Blue Yeti, something or other, the black version. It was like £99. It looks pretty cool. I like the black version. Okay. I'm just hoping that this will come out well. I hope you guys can actually hear the music with the new software. And if the file size is okay, then we'll be able to improve on this. And then once my new microphone arrives, hopefully the quality should improve drastically. So I'd love to hear what you guys think so far. Just let me know, can you actually hear the music? Should I make it louder? Should I make it quieter? I tried it earlier on 10 on the Windows volume mixer, and yeah, that was kind of loud for me, so hopefully this is good for you guys. I can talk normally, I don't feel as if I'm having to talk over the music as such. And yes, right. Right, so we're seeing Russian encroachment into Glacier by the cavalry, which is a irritation. Rev those engines, boys. I don't understand what the Russians are doing. They destroyed the railways at Prezimir, and that's going to screw them. We do need some more. So, what? Interesting. Huh. I don't know why you're there. Why did you go there, Mr. Conrad Holzendorf? I don't believe I sent you there. Unless I accidentally did. Oh dear. Well, that resulted in the loss of 11,000 Russian troops, so I can't complain as such. But I really don't want you there. That's not my plan. We're really... Okay. Ah, right. I see. Right. I get you now. I get you. Okay. Well, we could reinforce him in a few days. So, Mr. Konrad Hotzendorf, you can stay there. The other armies, the third and the second army, can stay here in Samoso. What is the garrison looking like? Okay. It's a very weak garrison, actually. Could we use the bombardment? No, I haven't been able to use this yet, and I'm really irritated by that. Okay. Hindenburg's victory over here was good. That's fantastic. We just need to seal this off. I believe with Hindenburg's commitment to here, I mean, we are sacrificing parts of East Prussia, but the fortresses here can definitely hold. Königsberg is definitely a capable fortress, that I have no doubt. But if we can force the Russians out of Poland, that will definitely help us. Right, so we didn't see a battle here. The attrition over here is atrocious. That's not good. Right. Seeing French forces here. Could we use, perhaps... Okay. We can't use it on the battlefield where we already are, unfortunately. Um, there's not really anywhere else I want to break through on this line. I mean, I could break through, but I don't want to throw forces into the grind for no reason. we need to send the... Okay. Well, one of them can go back to the OHL, at least. I'm going to send these planes as well. I believe planes will become very, very important in the future, so we'll have to see about that. Right. So, technology is definitely advancing, which is okay. Um, I'm interested about the planes. The planes interest me. Very much so. Okay. Italy's 4654, that's not good. Perhaps, maybe the defeat of France, I don't know, could guarantee Italy on our side. Perhaps they might not even join the war. Who knows? But either way, we're going to fight for them. They're more likely to join us, but we have to get to 70%. Perhaps in the future there could be events that will help us. Who knows? Right, Romania will enter the war very soon. They're at 93 to 7%. The Allies, well, the Western Entente is going to have to just accept it. And yes, we don't really have any submarines in the water, so I don't believe we could sink the Lusitania, is what I'm hoping. But yeah. By the way, the Lusitania did actually have some ammunition on board, so it's kind of dubious. I mean, obviously it was a passenger liner, and I believe, what was it, 143 American nationals, but still, it did have ammunition on. Whether the submarine knew that, had any indication of that, whether that, well, it doesn't excuse the sinking of a passenger ship, though. That's the point, but it did have ammunition on board, which does add a lot to the argument, really. Okay, so, many interesting things. We are at war with Portugal as well, but honestly, who even cares? Right. Rebel. Right, so rebel sentiment within Great Britain is definitely increasing at a nice little rate there. Okay, we can change the government. It's a lot of national morale, though. An absolute load. Okay. We have to rely on Germany. Okie dokie. So we didn't see any action down here. Do we make a bid for Lyon? How long would it take us to get to Lyon? Still 34 days. Okay. Well, forget this. We'll go on the offensive here, then we would if we could. But after we go on the offensive here, I believe I will take Geneva here. We'll establish a supply route, and hopefully that will allow us to progress further. I'm getting worried by our supply routes. Okay. We'll have to see when the next major French attack occurs. Serbia, they're moving forces, that's fine. Okay. Don't have room in each of these armies. Okay. We did drive the Russians out over here. Fantastic. Okay. We need supplies. Is that all we can afford? Hmm. Okay, okay. Move this force down here. Right. Hmm. Did not mean to move that there. Move that there instead. Okay, that balances those forces out. We're going to lack on artillery, but it should be okay. Actually, we're not lacking that much. We just don't have the medium artillery. Ah, 10 days. Okay. Hmm. We have a general over here for some reason. Damn it. I need generals. Oh, we do have some artillery over here. About that. Okay. We still have some engagement points, so... Uh, do we have any... Okay. Ah. Was a German artillery officer. Okay. That's pretty good. We'll go for that. Hmm. We'll fund the aviation. We'll see how that turns out. Then again, the gas is very important. There we go. We need to use the gas at some point to get the maximum effect. It's just I'm going to need it for an offensive, but I don't know where I'm going to plan my offensive. Okay, as long as these guys stay on the defensive, that's good. We'll bring out the gunboat here. Hopefully this will allow us to blockade the fortress. Do we not have any supplies over here? I thought we did. No, we don't for some particular reason. Could we not build a depot? No, we can't. Okay, head back over here. There you go. Yeah, just the general lack of supplies over there really does impact us. Okay. What are these, seaplanes or just normal? Well, whatever they are, we can move them down here. Try and bring some use for them. We have the Third Fleet. The Austrian Navy should have taken... Yeah. Okay. We'll allow them to recover cohesion. There is a stronger British force over here, actually. Right, so that would take 36 days. And the Fifth Army. The French forces have been reduced drastically. Okay. Trying to, well, to anticipate a French attack. The good thing is, once we drive the forces from Belfort, we'll be able to move reserves into these two fortresses here, and that will allow our professional troops to advance forward, which will definitely be good for us. Okay, not seeing any British forces off the coast. The German fleet out here. The new shipping has arrived. Okay. So we'll send the Navy back here. I don't know about you guys, but since I actually changed codec, the game seems to run a lot better. Well, that would obviously be true, as Fraps is absolutely death of games. But this feels a lot smoother to me. I don't know how it feels to you guys, if you could tell, but it feels a lot smoother. Okay. Now you go into defensive. I don't want you attacking anything unnecessarily. Right, should we build a depot here, or do we already have one? Have one. We already do have one. Fantastic. Yes. So we need Warsaw to be another hub. I'll have Brest-Litovsk as a hub as well. That would be quite important, and probably Poltusk. Basically, the rail hubs will be our supply stations. It would allow for the most efficient distribution of supplies. I can't talk English today. Okay, right. I am fairly confident with what's happened so far. We'll take a look at Mesopotamia. We do have our forces over here. I believe... Yes, we do. Okay. We can land here. Can we land here? No. Right. That puts us in a difficult position, as we need supplies. Right, this and unload. Cannot reach the destination from here. Do not know why. This is my town. Well, this is mine. Oh well. We'll try not to question it too much. Yep, we have quite a few forces here. Assyrian army, which will be fairly well provisioned. Okay. We are strengthening the Turks. Slowly but surely, we're giving them the things they need to persecute a offensive operation. And that is supplies. Without them, they're not going to get anywhere. Okay. So whether we'll see any new French offensives will be interesting. Move out to the OHL. This could do with being replenished. I could do with sending these as well. 3 days. Yeah, we have a lot to replenish. We have a lot of artillery. Fast mover and reckless. Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to move over these militias. They may be rubbish, but they do add numbers. Right, we do have some more artillery over here and an infantry division. I'm glad I had a look for that. Okay, that would serve us quite well down here. Yes, 12,000 men. Actually... Damn it. Come on, Frankfurt. Instead, we'll send these men to Berlin. Hmm. You're a general. I am in need of generals. Right, do we... I think we're going to move these troops as well. They're not doing anything up there. I mean, this is, well, I forced a 24,000 men and they're not doing anything. It's ridiculous. Okay. So we'll save here. Just reviewed the Austrian movements. Right. Hindenburg will attack here, obviously. 5 days. Attack will happen here as well. Then again, actually, it's kind of pointless doing that. We'll allow him to regain his composure. And you do need supplies. So I think we'll build a depot here. Did not mean to enter the structure. Right, so I cannot build a depot here. Why is that? Because I don't have I do have 78% of the control here. Okay. We'll move over here then to Lodz. Recover the amount of supplies that we have. Interesting. Swap the armies around. In the future, we'll probably deploy Hindenburg down here. Okay, I'm satisfied with that, and we'll advance the turn. Oh dear. Now whether we'll see another French offensive, I'm not too sure. I would love to take Belfort. They still have some forces in Belfort, which is a shame. I just really need it. It should surely be besieged by now. I imagine so. I don't believe there's a port or anything like that, or harbour on the river, so okay. I mean, we did send our heavy artillery south into Switzerland, which I don't regret. I mean, we've conquered most of Switzerland. There's only two places that even hold out, and they're no threat to the German Imperial Army. Okay. Only 2,000 men. Why is Hindenburg? Interesting. Well, okay. Even so, we've managed to drive them back. Right, so we are seeing some French forces there. So I suppose it was wise to move back to Switzerland. We don't want to be... Oh, that's a lot of British. Right. Yeah, the British are reacting in the south. I have no intelligence down there, which really aggravates me. Because if I knew what I was facing, I would probably attack. But, The most important thing is I just don't want to commit to, well, needless attacks. There's no point. I mean, the Western Entente has lost the most men so far in the entire war, so I'm going to keep allowing that to happen. We could probably do with moving some reserve forces down in Switzerland to prevent them cutting our other forces off. Right, as we've seen Russian troop movements, whether that is to the front or away from the front, who knows? Mm-hmm. Right. So imagine the French, well, the Russian cavalry is going to try and be pain in the arse. I mean, we surrendered the forces. Well, we surrendered Dubno and Viva Fortress and Guel. But honestly, it's worth it if we can try and maintain. Right, that's Mr. Brusilov. If we can try and maintain our superiority, because why do I need that? I don't need that train. That train doesn't do anything for me. We've already broken the fortress once. We've already destroyed its guns, so it's never going to be as good as it once was, unless they somehow replace the guns. All right. Okay. That was expected. We'll have to deal with that. We need Romania to be able to help us, to be honest. We are very committed to the Western Front, so I can't really spare German armies, sadly. Okay. We need to crush the Russian armies. That's a bit short battle. Right, so Mr. Bruslov's leading around 30,000 men. How good are you? 542. Okay. Well, he's leading a small force, so he's not going to be able to do too much. Okay, good. You had some planes. Interesting. Ouch. That's very brave of them. Right, we've seen some British forces. Interesting. That's fine. They can bleed themselves dry advancing on the Ottoman Turks. Yeah, they were not the smartest. Interesting. Now, the way to Kars is fairly open. I spoke too soon. Well, we do have large, large numbers here. Right. Excuse me. So 37,000, almost 38, 34, and 35. So around 100,000 men there, with reserves behind. So, yeah, we can hold this. Okay.